There's a 2018 Supreme Court case about a lawyer who told the jury his client committed 3 murders, even though his client was screaming, "You're selling me out," and demanded he stop. And it reveals something terrifying about how far lawyers will go to save you. It's Louisiana, 2008. Robert McCoy's estranged wife is in protective custody because he's threatened to kill her. So he goes looking for her at her family's house. There's a 911 call from that night that's absolutely chilling. You can hear the victim, Christine Young, screaming into the phone, "She ain't here, Robert. I don't know where she is. The detectives have her." Then a gunshot. The call ends. 3 people executed. McCoy's car was seen leaving the scene. He fled to Idaho, where he was caught with the murder weapon. His own family members told police he confessed to them. Open and shut case, right? But McCoy insisted he was innocent. He claimed he was in Texas during the murders and that corrupt police killed the victims over a drug deal gone wrong. He wanted to present this elaborate conspiracy theory as his defense. But his lawyer, Larry English, looked at the evidence and thought, "My client's screwed. The only way to save his life is to admit he did it, but argue he's mentally ill." So English came up with a strategy. Concede guilt, but argue McCoy was too mentally disturbed to form the intent for first-degree murder. Maybe get it reduced to second degree and avoid the death penalty entirely. McCoy said, "Absolutely not. I did not murder my family," and he insisted on that. He demanded that English present his alibi defense about the police conspiracy. English refused. He told the court and McCoy that he was going to concede guilt no matter what McCoy wanted. McCoy tried to fire English. The court said, "No, we're too close to trial." So at trial, English stood up and told the jury, "There's no way reasonably possible that you can listen to all the evidence and reach any other conclusion that Robert McCoy was the cause of these individuals' death. My client committed 3 murders." McCoy jumped up and screamed that English was selling him out. The judge told him, "Sit down and be quiet." English literally told the jury he was taking the burden off of the prosecutor to prove McCoy was the killer. Then he cross-examined his own client to make McCoy's alibi sound crazy. The jury convicted McCoy of first-degree murder and sentenced him to death. McCoy appealed, and the Supreme Court said this was completely unconstitutional. Justice Ginsburg wrote that when your life is on the line, you get to choose the objective of your defense, not your lawyer. The court ruled 6-3 that a lawyer cannot concede guilt over a client's express objection, even if the lawyer thinks it's the only way to save that client's life. Here's the terrifying part. McCoy's lawyer genuinely thought he was doing the right thing. He was trying to save his client from execution, but in doing so, he basically became a second prosecutor in that trial. This case shows how the attorney-client relationship can become so twisted that your own lawyer becomes your worst enemy. When someone's life is on the line, the last thing they should have to worry about is their own attorney stabbing them in the back. The Constitution says you have the right to counsel, but McCoy v. Louisiana proves that sometimes the most dangerous person in the courtroom is the one sitting right next to you.